game, one of the games they played last season in Lokoja, where they were banished after crowd trouble. What Gambo Mohammed can bring to a team is a powerful forward.
Fully fit Gambo Mohammed.
Fully fit Gambo Mohammed. We really miss him at the Chan. And if Gambo Mohammed was at the Chan, we could have been talking of something, maybe more goals for Nigeria. Let's go on to talk about what you're seeing on your screen. What you have on your screen are pictures of glory superstars. And I don't know how many of you were born those days when we used to have this at the Onikon Stadium. You can see the background to the Onikon Stadium there in that picture. They made the Onikon Stadium a place that people wanted to go to every Saturday, every weekend to watch games. We're talking about Stationery Stores of Lagos. Awaiting official word from the Nigerian National League is the fact that Stationery Stores will be replacing Union Bank. But the Nigerian National League are still expected to give an official nod because there's a procedure for you to replace a team that is pulling out of the league, or to buy the slot of a team pulling out of the league, particularly in this modern era where a few conditions have been given to the clubs to meet up with before they can be a part of the league. But Dumno, did you have been keeping track of this story since morning? What are we saying? Are we saying Stationery Stores fully back? Have they met the conditions, or are we still awaiting official word from the Nigerian National League?
Well, from the report I made available to me, they've sent a letter to the Nigerian National League. Even the Union Bank have sent a letter to the National League. They pull it out, and of course, stores taking up their place through the Lagos FA. That's just very important.
The Lagos FA have notified the Nigerian National League.
Very important, very important. And they paid the required 1.2 million naira registration fee for the National League 2013-2014 season. So definitely that has, of course, 2 stages. We are waiting for the official confirmation from the Nigerian National League, because you know, when you have to do it, taking over one club to the other, you have to follow due process so that we don't have, we know the issues of
because it's very key, very key. Yeah, very key, because are you able to play all your games? I mean, you are coming in now. The league is going to start in a couple of days from now. The National League is starting in a couple of days from now. You are just coming in, replacing another club. Other teams have gone through registration. They've met certain conditions put together by the Nigerian National League. You are just coming in. You just cannot come in like that without meeting those conditions and ready to guarantee that you're not going to play 5 games and pull out. Last season, some of the clubs who replaced other clubs couldn't continue at some stage and had to pull out. So, and the Nigerian National League wants to avoid that.
I hope in the coming days they will sort out some of this paperwork, because as quickly as possible, because a lot of people have been yearning for stores. Somebody to
get back.
Of course, even this morning they trained at the Union Bank Sport Complex at Bode Thomas in Lagos. But it's still some of those.
It's still an emerging.
Yeah, it's an emerging club. Are they going to take over the Union Bank team? Is it some of the players moving? Because it's likely that some of the players won't.
It's going to be a massive recruitment
from
all of those things.
I think it's a welcome development.
If the Stationery Stores can come back to the league, the traditional club like Stationery Stores,
they bring that expectation, and there is this. The person said I should not quote him, that the governor of Lagos is interested in seeing stores back to the scene.
Anyway. We used to have stores a couple of years back come to play, but it was not the kind of stores that you wanted to see. It was a stores that was always struggling to come for games. They were always coming late, and it wasn't a surprise that it just couldn't continue. I just hope that all issues around stores being able to play at the Onikon Stadium and being able to complete games, recruit well, perform well, win games, and bring the crowd back.
Bring the glory days back.
I hope all those issues can be sorted, because a whole lot of people are interested in having that feel of Stationery Stores. And the question is, can we really reproduce those days when you will see people, flood the Onikon Stadium just to watch Stationery Stores of Lagos? Do we still have that kind of pull on the Lagos people? And
those that were not able to get in will stay outside
on those long bridge,
talk about the game
and watch from the bridge.
All the players, even though I wasn't a frequent visitor to the stadium. I heard a lot of stories, some that I wasn't privileged to see because of my age then, and even at the time that I knew stores, like you said, in the days when the glory was fading, but even it was still exciting enough for me, the little that I saw, late 80s, early 90s, that's why I said it brings a lot of it brings nostalgia. You remember a lot of things about Stationery Stores, and I'm wishing that, those days will come back. The fans will be able to go back to the stadium to watch the games, and everything will culminate into what we're talking about Nigerian football, where we would have the same level of followership for Nigerian football as we follow the European leagues.
Let me read a few comments on Twitter very quickly. A lot of people are in Yemi's situation. They don't know too much about stuff because they were too young to follow what was going on in those days. Forever Arua Jr. at Chedo 5 says, I wasn't born during their glory days, but I've read about their exploits. It would be nice to welcome Stationery Stores FC back. That's what it says. And he also says he wants to use the opportunity to wish Enyimba and Kano Pillars good luck in the CAF Champions League. Tomorrow we'll talk more about the CAF Champions League. Enyimba will be playing on Sunday. Pillars will be playing on Sunday. We'll tell you exactly what to expect. A Togolese team is coming.